This weekend, we're going to have a Charged Embers hatch day in Pokemon Go, which means we're going to be able to hatch Elekid and Magby with increased shiny odds. But there's also a boost in a hatch bonus as well going on throughout the weekend, so I'm going to make sure that we have everything we need to know about this event and to capitalize on these eggs in Pokemon Go. So welcome to the Trainer Club. Here we go. The Embers hatch day is going down on Sunday, the 29th from 2 until 5 p.m. So we are going to have a grand total of 3 hours to be able to do so. It's going to be a fun time. I enjoy these hatch days. The one thing I'm not looking forward to is the potential that in Oregon it's going to be cold. So please bundle up if it's going to be cold wherever you're at. Maybe even go and play in a mall if you have that option for you. So for this day, it's not just limited to this right here. Starting on Friday, December 27th at 10 a.m. and then going all the way until the hatch day end on the 29th Sunday at 5 p.m. we are going to be getting half incubator distance. Okay, so I just wanted to give a big shout out to Pokemon Go for doing this, because this is what is needed going into these hatch days, because it gives us the opportunity, especially for free-to-play players, to be able to start hatching through your egg stash, because going into this weekend, you're going to want to have a bunch of free eggs. So in this video, I'm going to give you a strategy to go in with 12-kilometer eggs to get Stardust and how to maneuver that to make sure that you're going to be close or hatching those right when the event starts so that you can capitalize here, because there is also going to be a ticket going on during this event that's going to give you 2 times hatch Stardust, which I suggest you guys capital on based on what we're going to be doing. Okay, so here we go. This event is going to have bonuses of the half incubator distance, and it's also going to have increased shiny odds for Elekid and Magby, baby Pokemon. The one thing I'm going to suggest to you guys about these baby Pokemon, let's say you hatch a Shundo. A lot of us will be tempted to evolve this Shundo, but what I suggest is you do not. The reason being is that baby Pokemon have never spawned in the wild. They've never been featured in raids. The only way that you can get them is through eggs. So having a Shundo baby Pokemon is very rare. Not only that, if we look at the ranking of what these Pokemon do, from an Elekid all the way to an Electivire standpoint, and even a Magmortar, even though Magmortar is way less relevant because there's so much better fire Pokemon, Electivire as a shadow Pokemon is so much stronger than is a regular Electivire. So while it would be cool to have a Shundo, it's cooler to have the Elekid Shundo, keep it as the Elekid based on it being so rare, and then hunt out that shadow Electivire to make sure it's going to function at its highest potential when powering up this version of a Pokemon. And not only that, we're going to get increased 2-kilometer egg drops going throughout this weekend. Okay, so let's talk about this bonus here before we get into a little bit more details and I provide you the 100% IVs. So my strategy is always 12-kilometer eggs going into these hatch bonuses. Okay, so in order to make this more worthwhile, there is a $1 research add-on that will feature 2 times hatch Stardust. And I'm not 100% sure if that is going to be just for the event, which I'm assuming it is, but it would be also pretty epic if it was leading up to the event. So you're going to want to go in with 12-kilometer eggs. But since you're going to be able to have that half incubator distance, you could either use regular incubators or you could use super incubators. If you guys are like, I'm just a free-to-play player, honestly, I would probably suggest just not even using this strategy, because it's going to require some incubators. And while yes, you can save up some coins and use them on incubators, I think you're better served to try to save up some coins and use that for max battles because of the XL rare candy that you get, because of the XP that you get, and the Stardust that you're going to be able to get from one of those max battles is way more potent than what you're going to be doing hatching through eggs with incubators and how much you're going to spend on those. But if you are a pay-to-play player, we're looking at these 12-kilometer eggs. You're going to stack them all up, and then what you're going to do is either on Saturday night or Sunday morning, you're going to want to put those in regular incubators or super incubators, and you're going to have them close to hatching, and I would say around 1 kilometer left on those eggs, about to when the event starts or close to when the event starts, so that when you're getting there, you're able to hatch these eggs. Or what you could do is you could get all the way to about 1 kilometer. The problem with what I'm going to tell you here is you have to make sure to put on a star piece as soon as possible, and sometimes the adventure sync sinks right through really fast, and it's hard to put on a star piece to capitalize on all the egg Stardust. So the other strategy is that you get it to a 1 kilometer, you close your game out, you do not have low power mode on, you have your adventure sync synced up so it is active, and then you could go for a jog, you know, you could kind of shake your phone a little bit, and this would allow you to have that distance saved up in your phone so that when you open your phone at 2 p.m., remember the star piece is a little bit of an issue here. You would have to go in and put the star piece on really fast. If you don't make it or they already hatched in the background, you're gonna miss it. And it's not like the XP from friendship bonuses where you can kind of throw it on and then when it happens, pushes through. It's like once that gets pushed through, all the Stardust is realized immediately, and that can be a little bit of a problem. So the safest way is to be about 1 kilometer or half a kilometer right till about the event starts and kind of be playing and walking and being ready for that. That would be the best case scenario. The more risky scenario, but would also work, and it's worked for me in the past, but you have to be really fast with it, is to use the Adventure Zinc and put on that star piece and hatch through those 12 kilometer eggs, because normally 12 kilometer eggs get you about 70 to 90,000 Stardust. If you double that and you're on the star piece, which you have to be to get that, you're looking at 140 to 160, 170,000 Stardust. And for one round of strategy, that's really good. And in that research, you're getting 1 star piece, 1 incubator, and 2,500 XP. So for this event, we're looking at the Magby, and we're also looking at the Elekid. The 100% IVs for the Elekid will be 689, and for the Magby, it will be 756 for you guys to look out for. And not only that, there's gonna be field research going down throughout this entire weekend, starting on Friday at 10 a.m. So if you guys do want to see that field research, I will make sure to pin it into the comments below and make sure that you guys are aware of what that field research will be, what the rewards will be, and if there's any strategies around that. So please make sure to come back and reference this video, especially on Thursday midday, because that's going to be when we're able to capitalize on this. And so this weekend, is it going to be the best weekend ever? That's debatable depending on, you know, where we sit and what we do. Do I love eggs? I don't love eggs, but this is a good time to be able to capitalize on a potential Shundo hatch with the increased shiny odds. This is a great time to be able to go out there and hatch a shiny Elekid and Magby. And even if you're a free-to-play player, you don't really care about eggs, you don't want to spend your money on this, a great strategy is just use your 2 kilometer eggs. Go out there, walk a lot, put your unlimited incubator on that 2 kilometer egg. You're gonna hatch it in 1 kilometer, and you can still blow through a ton of eggs and even potentially hatch a shiny of both of them. So I know that Riolu was a much more lucrative, exciting hatch day because of Mega Lucario and how powerful that is, but this one is still effective as well. So those are some of the tips, tricks, and strategies to help you guys max out. I love you guys, appreciate you guys. Hope you had an amazing Christmas and a happy holidays, and I will see you out in the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.